Hello everyone, welcome to my first YouTube video. I finished the Blender tutorial by Blender Guru, the donut tutorial, which was quite fun. So I'm new to Blender. Typically I have used Daz Studio for a lot of my rendering, and also working on Visual Novel. But getting into Blender to make clothes and certain assets just makes it easier. As I was following the tutorial, I wanted to bring that donut in to Daz Studio, and I was having issues trying to find videos on how to bring materials in. And so I just wanted to share. I came up with this pretty simple way to bring in materials from Blender that have been procedurally generated using nodes, and bringing them as an image texture into Daz Studio. So I'm going to show you that real quick. So this is the, let's get to the 3D viewport here. Here's the donut that I made with the tutorial. And everything except for this node here, all of these I followed using the tutorial. And the thing that I wanted to get out of this was two things: the painted texture, which is here, that was pretty easy to do. But then I also wanted to get this bump map hooked in it, which is technically a normal map, with this noise texture. So the way that I figured out how to do that is by creating a new image texture node here, and then clicking on create new image, name it to whatever you're going to want, and then also choose the size that you want. And then in the render settings here, go to bake, and then if you scroll down where it says bake type, this will normally be by default as uncombined. I just changed that to normal, and then I just made sure that the target was image texture, and then I clicked bake. And then that saved it internally in Blender. And one thing to note, you have to make sure that this is selected, this node here is selected before you click bake, so that way it knows where to save this to. And then it saves it internally to this image node here. So then to get that image saved as like a PNG so you can actually use it in Daz, what I did is I went to the image editor here, and in this drop down, so here's the donut base. This was the painted texture that he helped you create following the tutorial. But if you go to donut normal, this is the normal map that was created when we hit bake. And then you just click image here, and then you can save it as, you know, whatever file type. And then going over to Daz Studio, all I did is, after I've exported or imported rather the donut here, then I just went to my base color. I added that paint map, and then I also, in the normal map, I added my normal map, and it seemed to work. So I hope that this tutorial was helpful. Thanks.